However, losers of 2 out of 3 against the Minnetonka Skippers, so they've got their hands full there should the Skippers qualify, and the Hornets.
Well, they were without Kamatsi and Vorlicki during that game, but the game previously, Minnetonka was without Lukey. So, every team has their struggles, but
part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're underway here as the Eagles will break up to the near side. Jack Jensen's there as he's checked on the play. That'll be tapped to center. That's Lesko with it. Jensen joins Rudrud up front. Jack Jensen's had a terrific campaign here for the Eden Prairie Eagles. Off the stick of Walker back into the Eden Prairie territory as it's Irwin to play for Lesko out of the corner. He gets away from Mason Nevers as Lesko chips the glass. That'll make it the length of the ice. The rattling puck goes in for
great opportunity right now.
Boy, this sound system here at the community center has been absolutely elevated.
Yeah, it seems to be better. I can actually hear what the announcer says now. And Crosby got an assist on the Kamatsi goal.
Back in center it goes. Eagles now gain the line with Rudrud.
Oh.
And it's going to be Rudrud again off the boards. Cycle back into the corner by Conan. Now the Hornets will try to position to the outside. Langfels takes over from the right point. Back up for Rudrud. Wrist shot off the side of the cage. Conan again. Brinkman was there. Walker. Speed all over the place on the PK. Conan plays back down. They'd played him up at the blue line of the power play for a while here to the Eagles. Shot it on goal. Mackay.
So Lee Smith wants to get as much action to the middle of the ice as he can, but they just have to put some pressure on the Edina goaltender.
Off the face-off, rolls into the neutral zone. It's Nevers, hard off the glass and out of the zone. Dietrich there. Will lay that off to Langfels. Back off behind the net he goes. Right wing, Rudrud with it. Really getting into regular season stride as he missed much of this campaign with a injury that took him out.
Needs to settle him down one time. If you're Eden Prairie, you don't want to come out with too much energy and burn yourself out, but also you want to show a level of play, and I think that they're getting a chance to at least get comfortable with the puck.
13:42 to go in period number 1. Eagles on the power play for another 35 seconds. Middlestat hounded by Walker, turned over. Uh-oh. Here comes Jungles. Walker. Oh, what a save! Yeah, I'd buy him 2 sodas.
We could look back on that and say that's a pretty significant save, but just 27 seconds left in the penalty to Boltman.
Behind for Langfels from Rudrud. Back to Rudrud, right wing side as they'll race through neutral. Here come the Eagles down the boards. Brinkman just too quick there at the hipper.
And it was a stick side check. Nice job of separating.
Langfels for Jensen, watched by Brinkman. Langfels back to Jensen, up for Rudrud, top of the left point. Plays down to the left wing side for Conan. Guides it to Lesko out of the corner. Back up through it goes. Now back on the ice. It's Colby as Bowman off the post. They score! Side of the net there. Tough one to let through. And now Eden Prairie leads by a score of 2-1. That one's off Lesko. Sent back in and behind. Irwin is there. Eagles hold the 2-1 lead with 11:50 to go in the first period. Reiners was there. Now it's Brinkman. Turn over. There's a shot. Scores! To go to give them the 2-1 lead. Now it's going to be Conan there. Shoemaker plays to the near side. Keep in mind, this Eagles team has been a part of 10 one-goal games this year. Even though the record is under 500, you turn a few of those around, and then they become. This is a team I would not want to see in the postseason. They're young, and they can skate.
Well, and they're playing more discipline. I think one of the reasons why they drop so many of those one-goal games is they kind of shoot themselves in the foot, taking a penalty at the wrong time or something.
Goes. Brinkman up the left wing side, pulls the puck, loses the handle. Grain in to help out. Back in behind Shoemaker now. Grain is there from the corner as he looks to play up, but that's picked off by Swanson. Rings the boards. Horton will take over, get some help from Wilhite. Just throws it the length of the ice for the icing call.
Uncharacteristic of Edina, a couple misplays, and I think Vorlicki is not in the lineup again tonight. Obviously it hurts, but it's the next man up.
Pad save there, turn back up. Shot in on goal. Walker, the deflection. Dietrich was there. Now it's going to be Lesko off the side of the net, bounding puck away from Nevers. Or check that was Jungles. Now it's Middlestat to put some pressure on Brinkman, and now it's going to be Walker with it. Plays back over for Jungles. Back up for Reiners. Brinkman now. Snapper through traffic that hits. Poked away from the stick there by Irwin. Plays ahead for Smith. That's off Reiners. No ice on the play. 1 Eagle in to 2 Hornets as the Eagles will posture themselves high. Now it's Malmquist to turn away from traffic to the near side. It's going to be Reiners to play that on the angle back into the Eden Prairie zone. Turning away from traffic was Malmquist. It's Jones with it, rings the boards, hustle up, does Smith, cleared but not out. That's off the knee pads there on the way in of the winger Busby, or the defense rather, Busby. Good to see him back in the lineup.
Absolutely.
Jones, one hands through neutral, too far for Swanson. Now Busby again. He's a good one. Watch this kid. Sophomore defenseman here for the Eagles. Checked on the play by Shoemaker. Reiners, right point, down the wall, finds Swanson. Little pad save there by Dietrich out front. Shoemaker pushes that one just wide of the mark. Now back in behind the net it goes. It's going to be Grain, or check that Busby with it. Busby looks to, look at that. Confidence on the stick there, right in front of the net.
I don't know if Lee Smith wants to see that kind of confidence
Heart
anymore.
Heart failure on the Eden Prairie bench.
Puck to their players, but they just can't sustain control like they did again.
Thanks for joining us here tonight. Great high school hockey action last week of the regular season. Section seedings come out. Everybody's talking about the Section 7 AA. I think there's 5 teams in the top 20.
And did I just see that Grand Rapids beat Cloquet the other night 4-3?
I thought about putting that on on the docket. Cloquet beats Duluth East, and they put themselves in really good position with that win. Then they take a couple steps back there.
And I think it was Clapton and goal,
and
too.
They're the only section that's using the QRF.
Oh, gotcha.
And so it has everything to do with weight of schedule. If you go to Minnesota Scores, you can see exactly what that is, minnesotascores.net. There's a dash in there too, but just Google it, it'll pop up. Everybody who's watching probably knows anyway, but there you go.
Sure.
Now it's going to be Will Height from the right wing. He had a goal a few moments ago. It's 3-1 with 5:27 to go here in the first session. Oh, turned over. Conan is there. Reiners was there. Now it's Boltman. They quickly gathered it in and got it up to Colby. Nice little touch pass for Shoemaker.
Out there too.
Walker,
huge challenge for Eagles.
They want to kill this one off. Boltman plays it left wing side, wants a one-timer, scores! That was Brinkman, rather.
A point.
Brinkman.
Brinkman.
I'm the one that called him Boltman.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, I follow your lead, Pete. My fault though, but
on this
no
team,
kidding.
a ton of numbers.
And they're consistent too. I mean, it's not just in one game. They've been pretty consistent all year long.
The number of 20 goal scorers at this level, NHL teams would blush to have those types of numbers.
Averaging almost 7 goals a game.
And you do it in 25 regular season games. Cross the line is Jensen with it to the corner. House of Fire. He's checked on the play. To the right wing side it goes. And it's going to be Nevers ahead for Walker. Across the line with Jungles to the goal. And there's a...
So Eden Prairie, if they can keep defending like this and giving those chances of Dietrich to see those shots, they're going to have some pretty good chance of success tonight.
Poked to center by Rudrud, working on Brinkman, who makes a nice positional play there. That's off the stick of Crosby. Pager looks over for Argetsinger, says no. He's going to walk it up to the left wing side, gets away from Crosby. Nice job on the tape for Conan. Left wing for Jensen. Tries to get away from one man. Now it's Conan from the corner. Jensen fishes out of the corner, leaves up. Oh, there's a shot that was blocked by Brinkman. Big opportunity for Rudrud, and back up ice they go with it.
Ways to tie this game up.
Same unit out for the Hornets now. It's going to be Nevers and Brinkman up at the blue line with Crosby on one of the wings. In front, it's going to be Jungles with Walker trolling. There's a shot up high on Dietrich.
Dietrich held onto a challenging puck.
Jones to face off with Walker. Brinkman has one tonight. Nice pass for Nevers with a shot in on goal. Jungles, rather, the shot on goal. They look kind of alike, those two. Even though you try to go to the numbers, but sometimes you're shielded. Now it's going to be Crosby with it. Pulls away from one man up high for Brinkman. Nope. Plays it back over for Nevers. Wanted the shot, instead gives off to the near side for Crosby. Deflected wide of the mark by Jungles. Walker in to help out. Langfells makes the play. Bounding puck, Irwin chops at it. Nice play there with a 1:15 to go in the power play, as the Eagles will clear the zone and go wholesale on the change.
Well, Langfells won a nice battle there. He had 2 Edina Hornets closing down, got it to an area where they could clear it and burn some time. Just 1:03 left in the penalty to Conan.
Cross the line, one-timer. Ooh, that one hits someone on the way.
The dynamic of how the penalty kill defends, but everything's kind of going through Brinkman. They've had success so far.
Brinkman plays to the left wing side. It's going to be Malmquist to play back in behind. Puck will be brought around to the near side. Komatsi is there. Komatsi holds on to it, sends a pass to the near side. Back up high it goes, and Brinkman deflected. That hits traffic. Behind the back pass goes for Komatsi.
Good stick by Pager.
Holds on to the puck. Plays back up for Brinkman. Back Komatsi, one-timer, deflected again.
Buddy, looks, this is the Hornets, but Eden Prairie's done a pretty good job of muffling their offense so far. Just 23 seconds left in Conan's penalty. Eden Prairie's almost there.
They find an opening there, and that's going to be a big win and a big clear of the zone for the Eden Prairie Eagles, as it's going to be the Hornets back up off the right wing with Walker, who he stopped enough there by Jones and Jensen to force him to reset. Now it's going to be Jungles backpedaling across the line. Swashbuckling, as Doug McLeod would say. We're full strength now, as now it's going to be turned back up ice by Middlestad. Middlestad with it, 2-on-2 across the line. Nice pass for Jensen. Backhand, try to go through the 5-hole. Steered aside by Mackay. Komatsi is there, looks and chips it up into the neutral zone, gets away from Langfeld. Now it's going to be Irwin to play ahead. That gets away from Nevers. Back into the zone it goes for Boltman. Boltman will turn away from traffic, gets away from one man, or Brinkman rather, stays on the puck. Now it's going to be Nevers again. Bukowski checked on the play, 29 to go. And now it's off Walker. Walker again, plays up for Jungles, kicks it to safety. Jungles with it now. Back in behind, off the glass. Big check thrown there on Langfels as Nevers gathers in across the center red and quickly. And they've had some big wins against this Eagle team, of course, at the Edina Holiday Classic. I believe that was 7-1, correct?
Yeah, and they were mowing through everybody.
and then earlier in the late conference schedule about a month ago, the Brinkman off the boards as we're underway. The Eagles in their white, black, and
51 minutes, and really were a viable opponent for a very good Edina team, playing very well at that time.
Nevers chips to the slot area. Lesko wins that one, plays it to the line. That's Brinkman to play back in. Irwin is there, guides it up to the right wing side as Nevers walks down on the play. And here comes Irwin out of the zone. Andrew Irwin plays ahead for Lesko. Lost the handle as it's going to be picked up by Jensen. Turned over to Jungles across the line, leaves it off for Walker behind the back. Nobody home but Jensen. Tries to race that one up the line. He runs into Brinkman as it's the Eagles that Pager blows a tire. That's off the skate of Komatsi. Now Brinkman wraps the boards back in behind. Too far for Crosby. Now Komatsi, good job to make the read there as he's bothered by Wilhite. Nice battle there by 1-7 of the Eagles, Wilhite. Now it's Colby with it from the corner. Pager was there. Komatsi's is there as he comes away with it. Plays to Brinkman. Wrist shot hits Argett Singer on the way in. Chopped at by Reiners. Back into the center ice area it goes. It's going to be Komatsi to try it once again as he plays that back in now. Argett Singer plays that one back through. Conan is there as he's watched by Brinken. Conan's shot is poked out of there by Mackay. Would not be a shot on goal as it's going to be Smith with it now as it's poked off his stick as he tries to fight through traffic. Jones comes off the bench to try to make a play. Smith over to Jones, right wing side. Give it go! They had Pikowski open off the back door. Pikowski with it, watched by Schumacher. Stands him up. It's going to be Boltman now to play ahead. Nice job by Swanson. Positions and turns it off the boards, and up he goes. From the right.
On point, especially defending your own blue line.
Walker face-offs with Jensen, who gets the draw. The Eagles in control. Irwin steps up at the plate. Nice outlet to Grain. He races across the line away from Reiner's shot. Staves. Oh, the
Fed Irwin gone to the net and looking for a second chance opportunity, but good speed by Eden Prairie.
Indeed. Swatted away there by Jungles. Sent right back into the Edina zone behind the net. Mackay sets up for Reiners. Bumps it off the end boards. It's played to the right wing side off Nevers. Now here comes Walker. Races up the right wing wall. Leaves for Jungles. Couldn't handle it in the wickets. It's going to be Jensen off the boards. Nevers is there. Lesko gets partial possession. Swatted away by Brinkman. Now here comes Jensen. Nice pull move to the corner. Oh, we want to go short side backhand, but that was off the side of the net.
Edina goaltender, but nice speed by Jensen to bring that puck in. Eden Prairie holding possession deep. Conan. Back to Middlestad. Rudrud. Irwin. And back comes Edina. Komatsi's. Oh, offsides. Good checkup by Komatsi's. Allowing an aggressive pinch, but Edina's about as good as any team in the state as far as keeping the puck in the offensive zone.
Kurt Giles and the Hornets going with the tournament look behind the bench. You know what that is? Dick Blueston has joined him back there.
I saw him socializing earlier.
He
had a young girl that he was talking to. She had to be about 7 or 8 years old, and she just had a big smile on her face.
Dickie Blue, there's nobody better. He's an Edina coaching legend, a treasure.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time, and he's really touched and affected a lot of people in a lot of careers as far as hockey goes, and developed a lot of fine young men.
You know what the mark of a great person is when you say someone's name and they say Dick Blueston, and they have a smile, or they go Bluey, or whatever they say.
Right.
There's never like it's always a very positive thing when it comes to him. Here's Walker's shot, glove save, Dietrich.
Into that one, but it was a nice clear, relief some pressure, and actually got an opportunity out of it. So nice job by Smith.
Great to see Ross Carlson on board. Likes the broadcast. Hope you're doing well, getting ready for the playoffs at the PWA level. Of course, Mound Westonka in his edition. Andrew Neeland is on board. Good to see you, Andrew.
Neely.
Behind the net it goes. Got a full house here tonight. We're at about capacity on our YouTube channel.
Well, like say hi to Bart Ryan down in Florida on
Bart
vacation.
Ryan getting tan. Do you think he's tan right now?
Yeah.
Is he on the beach? He's
getting the ball out of the way right now.
We are. Why not? This is the Harry Carey of high school hockey, where you say hello to Ethel.
Holy cow.
From Iowa.
Ethel from Iowa.
Mason City, Iowa.
Having a Budweiser.
Absolutely. You can't say that. This is a high school broadcast, Bart Archie. You just ruined my license.
I got to go home.
That was a good run.
I'll see you.
Here comes Jensen across the line as he plays that one back in behind. Brinkman is there, puts on the brakes, outlets. Now it's going to be played ahead. Here comes Walker. Tries to slice and dice, plays that one back into the corner. Walker now. Bothered by Jensen, the quick ring around the boards. Grain is there. Reiners plays the body. It's going to be Rudrud in a foot race with Brinkman, who wins it with the stick lift. 8.5 to go in the period. That's off Nevers. Walker toes the line.
Eden Prairie's got a great opportunity to boost their lead, but at least get them back into that offensive zone time. They haven't had a lot of it in this period.
The Hornets kill penalties among the best around. They do a nice job.
Plus they can get some shorties too, 11 on the year.
This is a team for Edina that had been notorious in the past of being almost penalty prone. Don't take a lot. They don't give up a lot of power plays. Like, at least it doesn't feel that way.
No, and they're very efficient as far as killing it. But generally, if Edina takes a penalty, it's a hooking interference or
not the aggressive elbows, cross checks, and head contacts.
Right.
They'll play this one off to Conan. Brought down the play is Rudrud. There's a shot on goal to save Mackay. The rebound, that one does not get through. Mackay again there. Rudrud will chase this one to the left point, plays it down the wall, picked up by Lesko as he looks for Conan. They've got Jensen trolling on the back door. Now it's Rudrud, snapper, save Mackay. Off the boards and out of the zone by Walker. And that unit will change as it'll be Brinkman who stays on. Now Jensen gains the line. Tries to play that through off Brinkman, picked up by Langfels.
Well, he tried to use Brinkman as a screen, but Brinkman, nice job getting in front of that puck.
Conan across the line. Bumps it off the boards for Smith. He's crafty down low. Now up for Pikowski. Jones guides it back in behind. Smith, nice job to fool the defense there in front. Oh, what a save by Mackay off the bid from Pikowski. Jones from the right point. Back over for Pikowski. Off to the near side. It's going to be Jensen. Gives off. Jones is going to walk. He waltzes. Oh, Fanout. He had a man open. A bomb. Oh, and a glove save there as it deflects wide. Now it's going to be Smith. Nice power play. That's deflected away by Nevers. Jones with it with 13 to go on the man advantage. Shoemaker hounds him. Too far for Smith. Boltman off the boards. And down on the play goes Nevers. As behind the net they go with Pikowski to set up for the Eagles. His pass is deflected. Look.
4% power play, probably down to about 30% now, but Eden Prairie just got to pick up their teammate late in the second period. 4:08 to go. Eagles holding on to 1-goal lead, but he died on the power play.
They trail 3-2 here in the second period and would love nothing more than to tie. This game is taking on the texture of that of the Cloquet-Esco-Carleton Lumberjacks and the Duluth East Greyhounds, where the Jacks just kind of hung around and battled, and before you knew it, the game was closed out. It's kind of taken the same feel here. Walker with it across the line as he goes to the outside, protects the puck, plays back up for Nevers. Brinkman, touch pass for Nevers. Rink wide he goes. Nice job to catch and keep. Kumatsi wanted the one-timer. The 1T not there.
Well, a little aggressive pass from Brinkman. Kumatsi couldn't round that one up, and Jensen with a quick clear.
Back behind the net, Brinkman with it. 3:18 to go in the period, 1:03 to go in the power play. Walker across the line, watched by Langfels. Walker protects to the corner, up to Nevers, touch pass, Brinkman. Kumatsi with it. The left-hand shot blocked by Wilhite. Foot race, nice job by the Hornets' Kumatsi to make the play. Nevers wanted to load up. Brinkman shot high over the glass, deflected on its way in. That thing was deadened by the glass on the way out and gives the Hornets an opportunity to cut the rink in half as they turn it back up. Walker leaves off. Nevers one-timer. No! Jungles couldn't pull the trigger, a little bit behind him. Near side for Nevers. Touch pass. Wanted to find Walker trolling. Jungles comes away with it out of the corner. Jungles now up high. Wrist shot blocked by Irwin. Swats it over to the near side. Here comes Jones. Poked away from him. Nevers now looks at Irwin, who tries to flip the zone, but he can't. With 11:10 now to go on the penalty. Off! Boltman stick to the neutral zone. Couple of Golden Gopher commits on the blue line now. Boltman and Brinkman. Now Jungles in on goal, stopped by Dietrich.
They can go into the period break with a little enthusiasm, a little energy, and a little confidence.
From the corner it goes. Brinkman is there from the knees. Ooh, right wing for Chorsky. Kumatsi's with it across the line. Loads it up, saved by Dietrich. And the setup for the section playoffs and then into the state tournament. When we'll take a look at what that's going to look like in a bit here as the Hornets tap one in and score. It's Kumatsi.
19th goal of the season, so he's on the score sheet a couple times. He's been very vital part of Edina's success so far. We're not at a 2, just over a minute to go in the second period. We're not at a 3. Excuse me.
That shot was deflected away back into the neutral zone. Now it's going to be Brinkman with it behind the net. Poked into the corner. Reiners is there. He's watched by Grain on the play as it's going to be Brinkman with it ahead for Walker. 3-3 late in the second period. Could we ask for more here in the state of hockey?
Good stuff.
Seriously. By the way, tip of the cap to Sammy Walker, who's the star of that State of the Hockey commercial. He's the voice you hear on that.
Third period, the 17 minutes in the third, going to be awful interesting, so don't go away. But we got some work to do here.
Matt Hench, is great to have you on board as well. Lovely Burnsville, Minnesota.
Boy,
watching
was he a player.
Beauty.
He was quite a player.
I remember his first game. We say it every time. Would he have like 8 points? Scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, man, did he get cocky. Poked into the neutral zone. Jensen for Pager. Nobody better. Chanticleer Pizza from the Eden Prairie Community Center. I'm telling you, the pizza couldn't be better.
And it's been very, very competitive. We got 15 and a half minutes to go, but it promises to be pretty exciting.
Absolutely. That one's pushed off the boards. You know, Bart, our team of broadcast play-by-play announcers and directors and camera operators, color commentators have done, this is now our 19th Eden Prairie Eagle game this year.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely a pleasure covering this edition.
Think about it, 2009, 2011 state championships, and you know the last 3 years they've made it to state tournament. They have a challenge this year, but they certainly have the wherewithal if the stars align properly to represent their section with pride.
They're staring Minnetonka and Holy Family Catholic down.
It's a one-game situation. If they beat Duluth East, they can beat Minnetonka and Edina.
Enough said right there. Langfels now gathers in off the end boards as he plays that up into the neutral zone. Jungles is there. Now Jensen across the line. Lesko wrist shot. Ooh, blocker pad save. Back to Lesko. Nearly pulled the trigger, but Brinkman stepped up with a good stick there to break that up.
Nice efficient zone exit speed through the neutral, but Eden Prairie forcing him to the outside. That's what they're going to have to continue to do.
Brinkman, left wing. That's off the skates of Colby. Oh, Brinkman, absolutely interference. Oh, no. There's
For the Seagull squad.
absolute gamer, no question.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Swanson, another glove save.
And taking away any second chance opportunities.
I see a guy here has an iPad, closely filming these games, right, Bart?
Yep.
Why in the heck would you do that when you've got us and you can take the feed?
Well,
you can download the video. You can do everything with
absolutely.
it. Just go to CC Clip Converter. You can get your video all you want. Anyway,
well, there it is. We'll talk to him after the game.
I think it's kind of fun.
We'll let him suffer for a while. Work on the end walls and coming out with possession. They haven't had a chance to do that a bunch, but they just have to get the puck down in the Edina zone. A lot of zone time for Edina.
Irwin back up ice, cross the line, looks inside out. Now Brinkman comes away with it, edges away from the hounding Lesko. Now Jungles touch pass for Walker. Cuts to the forehand. Jungles tries to pull it. He can't, and now it's going to be picked up by Lesko. He'll have to get the feet moving as he was bothered by Walker. Irwin off the boards, away from Nevers. Will Height was there. Walker comes away. Jungles off the end line. Looks back to the slot area instead up to the line to Reiners. Back over for Brinkman, who plays this one to the slot area. Poked away by Irwin. The Hornets will regroup and turn this one back up. Lesko plays the body. And that's off the skates of in Fort Myers with the lovely Amy watching Twins baseball.
Oh, good for you. That's not a
Tampa Bay Rays.
That's a fun thing to do.
Against the Twins on a Sunday. About a month away. Back in behind the net it goes. I'm ready for baseball if you couldn't tell.
I got you. As long as it's after the state tournament.
I'm coaching a team. Do you want in?
We'll talk after broadcast. We got a game to do here.
Legion baseball. Nevers plays over. Look at Bart Archer not wanting to deviate.
You always try to get me to commit on the guy. Yes, we have.
Let's go with it. Walker the face-off. Jensen quickly off the glass to the corner. Reiners will ring the wall looking for Nevers. Plays ahead for Walker. He's watched by Langfells. Ooh, looked like Jungles was offside by more than a toenail.
Again.
And they'll play this one off the boards, but they washed it. Now it's going to be Jensen with it. Through center, 1-on-4. He had help now with Middlestad. He's going to play to the corner. Brinkman will guide it to the right wing side. Nice little counter there for Nevers, away from Walker. And now it's going to be Reiners back in behind the net. Looking for Nevers to the right wing side off the stick of Will Height. Jensen at the line. Nice job to keep. He'll walk. Ooh, he wanted to walk and lean into it. Jensen's a goal scorer. Carries that one down low, but that's Reiners to peel that one away from him. Poke back into the Eagle zone.
He's got some grit to his game, too.
Shoemaker, yeah, he's a gamer. A baller, as we like to say. Oh. Rolls through the slot area. Swanson off the boards. Played down by Schultz. Rink wide behind by, cut off by Mackay. Now Reiners ahead for Brinkman. Good job by Jones to keep that as he cuts it off.
Well, it looks like this Eden Prairie team is building confidence the deeper we get into this third period.
Off the boards for Smith. That fails to click. It goes to show with this game, it's not much different than the NHL where, you have these teams that you think are just the be-all, end-all, right? And you can lose on any night to good teams, and all the teams have the ability to do something.
Well, especially these two teams, two very proud programs.
Wrist shot buzzed wide of the mark. Schultz stood up by Shoemaker. They battle off to the left side of Dietrich right now. Swanson tries to kick it away from Schultz. Down low, it's going to be taken by Horton on the outlet to Bukowski. Back up through center. Here comes Smith with Jones across the line. Oh, Jones nearly spoon-fed by Smith, but that was broken up by Reiners. Nice job there. Now it's going to be Swanson with it. Outlets left wing side.
She gained a pretty good angle on that, but nice save by Mackay once again.
Indeed. Left wing side they go, too far for Chorsky. Will wind it right back up into Hornets.
What that means, Eden Prairie's putting on good pressure in the Edina zone.
Well, they're not able to get their transition game going, which they like so much. It's been
very well by both of these teams.
Crosby faces off with Conan. It's Crosby on the draw. Chorsky to the right wing off his stick, held in there by Will Height. And back to center it goes. Argetsinger plays that one back in and behind. Conan down the wall. Poked away from him. That gets away from Pager. And here come the Hornets. Crosby with it. Puts on the brakes. Chips a pass up high for Brinkman. He'll walk to the corner. Brinkman will possess. Jammed on the play and hounded down onto the ice by Argetsinger. And they'll high-end talent on this Eagle team and some gritty players. The playoff game is a little bit different. Each shift matters. It's so tense. Out front. Scores!
Mojo, too. Let's see how they respond.
Sent back in behind the net. Cut off by Mackay. It's going to be Brinkman off the glass. Back into center. Now the Eagles will have to start maybe taking some chances here, even though it's still plenty of time. Here's the one right now. Irwin snaps at traffic. Puck's loose. Mackay comes.
No, they coming out with some energy too.
They're going 1-2, 1-2 for quite some time. Reiners now plays this one across center. Shoemaker is there. Try to find a trailer there as Wilhite comes away with it. Back up ice. 4:30 to go in the third. Wilhite leaves. Conan takes. Snapper, blocker, pad save. Mackay to the corner. Shoemaker, foot race with Wilhite. Instead, Shoemaker will try to play back around. It hits Brinkman, who plays off the glass too far for Colby on the bounding puck. It'll be Argetsinger to ring that one back in for the Eagles as they'll go back to work. Swanson forced to play back to the far corner for Brinkman as it's Rudrud to bother him, but Brinkman stays on the puck as it hops back out of his stick. Now it's Crosby across center. Crosby shoots up high on
and hit the reset button, but time is obviously of the essence for Eden Prairie. They got to get on their horse, and as you said, Pete, they got to take some chances.
Eagles trailed 1-0, then took a 3-1 lead in the first period that they saw close to 3-2 toward the latter stages of it. And then it was tied at 3, and Hornets with another goal to take the lead 4-3. Hornets tied it late again in the second period. It's been a battle. Conan with it. Off the boards, we tried to find Pikowski on an angle. Now it's going to be Pager across the line as he's bothered on the play. And it's sent back through. Jungles scores!
How about that?
You're no matter what you do, you're in the shot.
Right.
Brinkman, no wonder our numbers are so low. That one gets away from Langfelds. No ice on the play. Tough break for the Eagles.
Dietrich out of the net.
6-on-5 as it's going to be Conan to play ahead. Empty netter, they score.